Hey, what's up? Welcome back, everybody. We are playing against Nevada today. This is another match that we're going to win pretty easily. And as I have said before, it is a little bit difficult to keep up all of the excitement for another match against another team that we're going to completely dominate. One of the problems with this editor data files that's been created is that the conferences aren't big enough, and so you end up facing the same teams over and over again. We play every team 3 times during the regular season, not counting the conference championship game that happened after the first round of 3. I mean, I don't know. It's just a little bit frustrating to have to play the same team again and again and again with nothing changing because there's no transfer window. It's over to Gallagher, down to Benitez, over to Martin. Graham Martin with the back over to Benitez. Benitez lumps this one forward, looking for Aldana. Can't find him. It's with Amutenia. Amutenia has it now. And that is stripped away by Torres for Nevada, and here they come. And they lump this one forward, and it's our defense that is back and is able to get to the ball. It's over with Alfredo now, over to Amutenia. Amutenia with it, and he sits back a little bit, passes over to Cook. Cook will take this ball forward, passes then to Amutenia. Amutenia with it, goes up that right side, and there is the pass into Martin, whose header just barely misses, and that was a really good attempt. That was something, at least. And Nevada is going to end up with the ball here, and it's out for who knows what, because we have no highlights, so we're going to sit back and wait, and we can see here that Sun Hyun Taek has once again managed to get a yellow card, which is par for the course. That's something that I think that we usually see happen, and so it is. Amutenia now with the free kick, looking for Chris Gallagher, and finds him, but unfortunately his header is knocked a little bit too high, and on top of everything, it is Nevada with a goal kick. There is Suarez with this, and it's knocked back and over to Amutenia, and he is just stripped away from him by Pinto. Over to Torres. Torres with a good through pass over there, in Nevada could score. Fortunately for us, Pinto, who is injured, knocked that one over everybody's head. Otherwise, that was a problem. Korn wasn't in a great position, and our defense wasn't anywhere to be found. Chris Gallagher lumps this one forward to looking for Aldana. Can't find him, and this is back to Cook, who heads this one out of danger. Over to Amutenia, who takes it back into a dangerous place and has it stripped away by Pinto, and it's back with us. It's Jim Roca who knocks this one forward, looking for Aldana, and once again can't find him. And we are in heaps of trouble here, and that is a goal for Nevada. It's Gott who scores that one, and who I'm pretty sure was onside. Let's see what they have to say. No, they've disallowed that for being offside. It was the guy who passed to him. And let's take a look right about here. And oh, yeah, he's way offside. He's way offside, and that's a pretty good eye by the referee, because I didn't notice that at all. There were 2 men offside for Nevada on that attack, and so it remains a 0-0 game, though we're not particularly playing well in this one, and we'll see what we can do to try to turn it around. And this is lumped forward, as usual, over Benitez has it, passes to Gallagher, over to Sun Hyun Taek. Sun Hyun Taek with it now, and he passes up to Amutenia. Amutenia's got it over to Silvas, back to Amutenia, and there's a ball in there for Aldana, and he's onside, and that's going to be the first goal of the match. 1-0 BYU, and that's kind of what we were expecting. As soon as that ball gets anywhere in front of him, Aldana just grabs it and shoots. And, I mean, there's really not much you can do to avoid this from happening. It's just sort of lumped forward. Aldana is not exactly in the best position in the world anyway. He runs past 2 guys and then just shoots it past the keeper for the goal. And it's 1-0 for BYU. And we'll see how tight this offside was. But as you can see right there, he is onside pretty clearly. And, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. They can't deal with his pace and his speed. So 1-0 for BYU, and this is the way that we thought that the match was going to go. We thought for sure this would be an automatic victory. 1-0 here as we go into halftime, and we have another corner. Look at this. Here's Amutenia with this, and he steps back and fires, looks for Cook and can't find him. And there was a little brief bit of time in which Nevada had the momentum, but those days are long gone, I'm afraid to say, for them. Chris Gallagher with it over to Sun Hyun Taek. Sun Hyun Taek now passes this forward for David Korn, the goaltender, who will take it back and reset it. Pass over to Cook. Cook on the right side over to Amutenia. Amutenia passes this forward and up to Jim Roca. Jim Roca down to Amutenia. Amutenia over to Grant Martin. And, man, that goal was so assured that the thing down here at the bottom of the screen came up before he even shot. So it's 2-0 BYU, and that was pretty obviously going to happen. I mean, this is a great pass over to Jim Roca. Roca takes 2 guys off of him. If he's got 2, then someone's open. Back to Amutenia, who finds the open man, and it is Grant Martin, and there's nobody even close to him. And if we keep doing that, we'll just confuse their defense, and we'll be able to score quite a bit. The sky's the limit if we're doing this. 2-0 lead here going into halftime, and this is what we like to see. And let's see where we go from here. Start of the second half, and let's see what happens. And it's Nevada with the ball here at the very beginning, and it looks like they do have a little bit of control, and then this is knocked back. There's an offside called on Sedagat. I'm probably saying his name incorrectly. And Amutenya having a great match as I'm looking at this screen. 2 assists for him, which is good. That's kind of what we want to see. And let's see here. This is a cross forward over to Ciro Benitez, who finally has his first goal of the season. And that was pretty nice. It wasn't that great of a cross. We usually don't see Benitez try to do anything like this, but this time around, he was on the correct side of that cross and just barely managed to win that header. I don't know how he managed to win that because the defender was right in front of him. 3-0 BYU, and we're making this, which was once a close game, look like a rout. Cook passes to Mutenya back to Cook. Cook with it now, and he's going to play with it a little bit. He passes this back to David Korn over to Alpha Doe. Alpha Doe with it brings it up out of the defense over to Aldana. Aldana has everybody in the world on his back, and so he decides to blast that one into the 5th row. Not exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to slow down a little bit from that, but it's okay. We'll take it. And we have about 20 more minutes left here in this match, and we'll just sort of see this one out to the end. And it is Nevada, headed by Scott, with this free kick. And we are able to deflect it twice or 3 times there, but now they have their corner. And they have had the match momentum, apparently, in the parts of this match that we haven't been able to see. I'm not sure if that's going to make much of a difference. In the end, it won't, because David Korn is able to jump up and grab that one out of the air. And so we'll just push forward, and we, as you can see, have made absolutely no substitutions. We haven't really pushed much at all to make any sort of change. Alpha Doe heads that one out, and oh man, that was almost a goal for Nevada. That was off the woodwork. And then there is an offside call once again on them, and so we are able to get rid of it, or we're able to get rid of the ball. We're able to get away with it despite having a real poor defensive showing. And this free kick ends up kind of not working in our favor. Scott has it here for Nevada with 4 of our guys behind him, and he just takes a shot from range. And that's really not what you want him to do if you're Nevada. That wasn't so great. Amutenya now kicks this one forward, looking for somebody, anybody, can't find anyone, and this ends up going over to Grant Martin, who has it. Martin, and he is stripped of the ball. He goes back to Alpha Doe, and then on up to Son Hyun Taek. Son Hyun Taek with it will pass back to Alpha Doe. Alpha Doe goes down to Cook. Cook with it and plays around with it a little bit and loses it, finds it again, loses it again. There's a pass looking forward for Aldana. Can't find it, and this is knocked around in the midfield until Gallagher finally brings it down. And he lumps this little kind of chip pass over to Benitez. I'm not quite sure what that was supposed to be. Ends up with Alpha Doe, who will go the other side, maybe to somebody who knows what he's doing, over to Amutenya, over to Jim Roca now. And Roca has a shot that had far corner written all over it, but their goaltender is able to get around to it. He's wise to what's going on, is able to make the save. Son Hyun Taek now with it, looks for Jim Roca, can't quite find him. It's Farrell for Nevada. And Farrell knocks this one forward to Shannon Dyer, who I think was offside, but it doesn't matter anyway. There's a really poor finish there from Nevada. And so it's, it's all academic. He, I guess, technically wasn't offside if you count that defender standing in the middle of nowhere who might have been parallel with him. I don't know. It's an interesting interpretation of the offside law. I don't get it. Whatever. Well, I just do what I'm told, man. I just sit here and play this game. I can't tell you how it works. And here's David Korn with it. This is going to be probably about the last kick of the game. He kicks it over to Cook. Cook brings this one up and then lumps it forward to Benitez. And that should be it. Over to Son Hyun Taek. Then back to Chris Gallagher, who will work it forward over to Ciro Benitez, back to Gallagher. Gallagher lumps this one forward, and that is it, and BYU has won again. We won this match, made it look pretty easy, 65% of the possession. We had just about 2 XG. That's the way this one ends. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.